Welcome back to Exposure Stories. There is a shiny golden card once linked to the name Donald Trump, whispered about in hushed tones and wild rumors that claimed it was worth an astronomical $5 million. Some even said that merely holding this card could grant instant U.S. citizenship, a notion that sounds like the stuff of legends, blending the lines between myth and reality. Whether this card was a real ticket to unimaginable privilege or just a symbol crafted for the elite, one thing remains undeniably true: gold has never been just a metal. It is an emblem of power you can physically hold in your hand, a manifestation of ambition you can wear around your neck, and a universal proof of worth that transcends borders, cultures, and the very passage of time itself. From the sleek curves of luxury supercars adorned with golden trims to the culinary world where the most decadent steaks are crowned with edible gold flakes worth thousands of dollars per serving, gold saturates the realm of extravagance. Its presence is both unmistakable and magnetic, a shimmering beacon that commands awe and respect wherever it appears. Yet beneath that radiant gleaming shine lies a story far more complex, ancient, and often brutal, a story of relentless human endeavor and the raw forces of nature. This journey begins deep beneath the Earth's surface, buried within ancient rocks that have been shaped over millions of years by immense geological pressure and heat. These rocks harbor tiny, nearly invisible flecks of gold locked within quartz veins and sedimentary layers. Every year, more than 4,000 tons of gold are painstakingly mined worldwide, but finding this precious metal is never a simple task. Gold does not lie waiting on the ground for the taking. It conceals itself within the Earth's crust, revealing itself only to those with the tools, patience, and determination to dig deep, blast through solid rock, and risk everything in pursuit of its elusive gleam. The human fascination with gold stretches back thousands of years, reaching deep into the dawn of civilization itself. Over 6,000 years ago, during the Neolithic era, early humans living in caves began to recognize gold's unique qualities. It was used to craft jewelry, sacred religious artifacts, and precious household items that were reserved solely for rulers, priests, and elites. What truly sets gold apart is not just its mesmerizing glow, but its remarkable durability. Unlike other metals, gold neither rusts nor tarnishes. It resists decay and corrosion, retaining its luster across millennia. In a constantly shifting world where empires rise and fall, gold remains steadfast. This extraordinary resilience made gold one of the rare materials that never has to prove its worth again, a symbol that transcends time and change to embody power, wealth, and trust. Gold's scarcity and hidden nature have made it the object of relentless human pursuit. For centuries, miners, prospectors, and adventurers risked their lives for the chance to discover even the smallest deposits. In 1848, a handful of shiny flakes discovered in a remote Californian stream ignited one of the most iconic gold rushes in history. Tens of thousands of hopeful prospectors abandoned their homes, farms, and jobs, migrating westward in search of fortune and new beginnings. Entire towns emptied and the country was swept into a frenzy fueled by dreams of instant wealth. However, the rush also marked a turning point. After centuries of mining, the easily accessible gold had been largely exhausted. Today, miners face a daunting reality: extracting a single ounce of gold can require moving 30 to 50 tons of rock, an enormous undertaking that demands enormous effort, resources, and technological innovation. The modern gold industry continues to evolve, driven by advances in technology and a soaring global demand. In some parts of the world, sophisticated machinery, GPS-guided drills, and precision explosives have transformed mining into a high-tech operation. Yet in many developing countries, the search for gold remains raw, dangerous, and deeply personal. Uganda offers a stark contrast to the high-tech mines of Nevada. Here, gold is not a symbol of luxury, but a vital lifeline for thousands of families living on the edge of poverty. The glittering riches that adorn the wealthy are born from sweat, toil, and hardship beneath a blazing sun. Children, some too young to spell their own names, follow their parents into narrow, unstable tunnels dug by hand. These shafts, barely wide enough to squeeze through, are held up by fragile tree trunks, with the constant threat of collapse looming like a shadow. The miners labor under punishing conditions, breathing dust that clouds their lungs and earns them barely $1 or $2 per day. For these children, classrooms are replaced by riverbanks, and toys are substituted with tools that symbolize both hope and hardship. The day begins with miners armed only with handheld metal detectors and an unyielding sense of hope. Their ears strain for the faint beeping that signals a hidden nugget of gold beneath the Earth's surface. When a signal is detected, they begin the backbreaking work of digging, using rusted shovels and pickaxes to break through layers of rock and soil. The gold is not found in large chunks but as tiny grains scattered throughout dusty earth. Every shovelful of dirt carries with it the weight of uncertainty, a gamble that could lead to nothing or reveal a prize worth a month's wages. The extracted dirt is then hauled to the surface in heavy sacks which are hoisted up by ropes and piled into waiting crushers. At this stage, the gold's journey enters a perilous phase. The dirt and rock are crushed into slurry, a thick mixture where heavier particles like gold slowly sink to the bottom, separated from lighter sediments. However, the chemical process used to extract gold is dangerous and primitive. Mercury, a highly toxic substance known to cause serious neurological disorders and cancer, is added to the slurry. This mercury binds with the gold, forming a gray amalgam that is heated to evaporate the mercury, leaving behind raw gold. The fumes released during this process are inhaled by workers, often including children, long before they understand the grave risks to their health. This invisible toll exacted on miners and their families is a haunting counterpoint to the gleaming bars of gold that will eventually emerge from the earth. For just 9.25 ounces of gold, worth around $10,400, miners may have to extract and process more than 19,000 tons of earth. The disparity between the staggering effort and the paltry earnings, often just $1 or $2 a day, paints a sobering picture of the true cost behind every ounce of gold. In contrast, the United States has embraced modern machinery and advanced technologies that maximize efficiency and reduce some environmental harm. At a massive gold mine in Nevada, towering drill rigs mounted on heavy-duty trucks drive steel pipes deep into solid rock, sometimes over 60 feet underground. These holes are packed with explosives and detonated simultaneously in a carefully orchestrated blast that tears through mountainsides, breaking massive rock formations into thousands of fragments. Giant excavators move in immediately after the blast, scooping up ore rich with gold and loading it onto continuous conveyor belt systems designed to run non-stop. These conveyors transport ore efficiently to processing plants, where the gold is separated from rock in highly automated and carefully controlled environments. Each ton of ore typically contains only about 0.05% gold, roughly 1 gram hidden among thousands of grams of rock. Yet cutting-edge refining technology extracts this precious metal with remarkable precision. The ore enters massive ball mills filled with tens of thousands of steel balls, some weighing over 60 pounds each. As the mills rotate, these balls tumble and crush the ore into an ultrafine powder. Water is then added to create a slurry that moves through vast open-air tanks where physical and chemical processes begin the final separation. Cyanide, a highly effective but hazardous chemical, dissolves remaining gold from the slurry, allowing it to be recovered through electrolysis. Inside these tanks, a direct current pulls gold ions toward negative electrodes, where they settle as a solid layer of nearly pure metal. The refined gold then moves to smelting, where temperatures soar above 1,000 degrees Celsius to eliminate impurities and liquefy the metal. Molten gold is poured into molds, cooling slowly into bars that embody purity, wealth, and power. These bars weigh between 1 and 2 kilograms each and boast a purity of 99.99%, with less than 0.01% of residual impurities. They undergo a final cleaning using mild acid solutions that remove any remaining contaminants without damaging the precious metal. Once cleaned and weighed, these gold bars are transported to the most secure vaults in the nation, including the Federal Reserve. Here, under tight security and constant surveillance, the gold becomes a cornerstone of the country's financial reserves, a tangible asset that underpins economic confidence. But even this is not the final form of gold's journey. From these bars, gold is transported to specialized manufacturing facilities, where it is reheated to soften it for shaping. Powerful rolling machines stretch and flatten the gold into thin strips or delicate threads as fine as silk. These threads are crafted into chains and other jewelry pieces, formed either by hand or automated tools into intricate designs that vary from understated elegance to bold statements. Each chain undergoes thorough polishing to achieve a brilliant, mirror-like shine before receiving final touches such as pendants or gemstones. Every link, every thread, and every finished piece of gold jewelry undergoes meticulous inspection to meet strict quality standards. Only after passing these rigorous checks are they packaged and sent to markets around the world, ready to be worn as symbols of achievement, love, and status. This final transformation, from raw ore hidden in the earth to the dazzling objects people cherish, is a testament to the extraordinary journey of gold. Gold's story is one of stark contrasts, from the sweat-soaked, precarious tunnels in Africa to the cutting-edge processing plants in the United States, from the health risks faced by impoverished miners to the luxury and security enjoyed by the wealthy, from the relentless natural forces shaping Earth's crust to the delicate artistry of a jeweler's workshop. It carries the weight of history, sacrifice, and human ambition. Every speck of gold embodies a narrative of time, pressure, and perseverance. When you next see gold shining brilliantly, whether in a necklace, a bar, or even a rumor of an exclusive card, remember the immense journey it took to reach that moment. Gold is far more than a precious metal. It is a symbol deeply woven into the fabric of human civilization, reflecting our highest hopes, our darkest struggles, and our unyielding dreams. If this story has given you a deeper understanding of what truly lies behind the shine, share your thoughts below and subscribe for more journeys into the hidden worlds that shape our everyday lives.